Have you ever been in a corporate meeting and thought, what on earth are they talking about? Words like synergy, boil the ocean, or run it up the flagpole can sound strange if you're new to business English. In today's video, you'll hear a short meeting between colleagues that's packed with 10 common corporate phrases. First, just listen and see how many you catch. After that, I'll break down the meaning of each one and show you how to use them in your own conversations. Ready? Let's jump into the meeting. Just imagine that there are 4 employees in a meeting room discussing on an important project. Sarah, project manager James, marketing lead Priya, data analyst Tom, operations head Sarah. Good morning, team. Let's start with a quick level set so we're all aligned on our objectives for today.
James, absolutely. Our goal is to create synergy between the marketing and operations teams for the new product launch.
Priya, before we get too broad, I think we should drill down into last quarter's analytics to understand what worked and what didn't.
Tom, good point, Priya. But I'd also like to run it up the flagpole with leadership to see if they're on board before we commit to the new strategy.
Sarah, that could be a game changer if they approve it. But we need to avoid trying to boil the ocean here. Let's focus only on what's achievable this quarter.
James, agreed. Also, I've got a hard stop at 11:30, so let's keep things moving.
Priya, before we move on, can we put a pin in it and revisit the ad budget later?
Tom, sure, but I need a quick bandwidth check. Do we have enough staff to handle both the new campaign and the ongoing client projects?
Sarah, staffing might be tight, so we'll need to circle the wagons and protect resources until the launch is complete.
James, sounds like a plan. Let's capture action items and wrap up. Isn't that conversation smart? Do you want to speak like that in your daily corporate life to sound smart? So, let's begin by understanding the meanings of these 10 phrases or corporate jargons.
Idiom 1 is synergy.
Synergy means the added value when teams or ideas work together effectively. For example, there's great synergy between our design and marketing teams.
Idiom 2 is circle the wagons.
Circle the wagons means come together as a team during a challenge or crisis. For example, let's circle the wagons and strategize before the client call.
Idiom 3, boil the ocean.
It means trying to do too much at once, taking on an impossible task. For example, let's not boil the ocean, just focus on phase 1.
Idiom 4, drill down.
Drill down means dive deeper into details or data. For example, we need to drill down into the Q2 results.
The next idiom is game changer.
Something that brings major impact or transformation. For example, AI is a game changer for our industry. The next one is run it up the flagpole, which means present an idea to see how others respond. Let's run it up the flagpole and get leadership's take. The next one is hard stop. Means a non-negotiable end time, especially for a call or meeting. For example, you can say that I have a hard stop at 3 p.m., so let's wrap this up quickly.
The next idiom is bandwidth check,
which means asking if someone has time or capacity. Quick bandwidth check. Can you take on this task? Put a pin in it. Means postpone a topic for later. For example, let's put a pin in this discussion and revisit after lunch.
The next idiom is level set.
It means to clarify expectations or bring everyone to a common understanding. For example, before we begin, Let's level set on what success looks like. Now let's get back to the conversation. When Sarah says let's start with a quick level set, here she wants to make sure that everyone has the same understanding or expectations about something. Here, it's about confirming that everyone knows and agrees on the goals. When James said our goal is to create synergy between the marketing and operations teams, he wants the departments to work together so the outcome is greater than the sum of individual efforts, as synergy means the combined power of two or more people, departments, or companies working together that creates a better result than each could achieve alone. When Priya says before we get too broad, I think we should drill down into last quarter's analytics, she wants everyone to study the most important customer groups in depth before taking broad action, as drill down means to look deeper into the details of something. Before we move further, if this video is helpful to you, please like, subscribe and share the Vocab Hub. It will really help this channel grow and keep bringing such useful content for all of you. Now, when Tom said, I'd also like to run it up the flagpole with leadership to see if they're on board before we commit to the new strategy, he means testing the idea with leadership before committing, as run it up the flagpole means to present an idea to someone higher up in the company, that is the higher management, maybe to see their reaction. When Sarah said that could be a game changer if they approve it, she believes the new app feature will dramatically improve the company's success, as game changer means something that completely changes the way things are done, often for the better. And then she said, but we need to avoid trying to boil the ocean here. She warns against trying to do too much in the marketing plan, suggesting they should focus on a realistic scope, as boil the ocean means trying to do something so huge or impossible that it's unrealistic. Then James said, I've got a hard stop at 11:30, so let's keep things moving. He signals to everyone that they can't go over time, as hard stop means a strict time when the meeting must end. When Priya said let's put a pin in the budget discussion until next week, she means they should stop talking about the budget for now, as put a pin in it means to pause a topic and return to it later. When Tom said, but I need a quick bandwidth check, this he is not talking about the internet speed but the workload capacity. When Sarah said staffing might be tight, so we'll need to circle the wagons, she means to close ranks, keep things internal, and make sure everyone is on the same page before outsiders get involved. Circle the wagons is an American idiom from the Old West, meaning to protect yourself from attack by forming a defensive circle. Now that you know what each phrase and idiom mean, listen to the meeting again. This time, it will make much more sense. Learning corporate phrases is like learning a special code. The more you hear and use them, the more confident you'll sound in business settings. If you found this helpful, try picking just one or two phrases to use in your next work conversation. Over time, you'll sound more fluent and more professional, without even thinking about it. And don't forget to subscribe the Vocab Hub for more such useful conversations. See you in the next video.